There are a lot of PC gaming controllers available on the market, but choosing the wrong gaming controller can waste your money and your valuable time. So, be sure to get a little bit of information about the product before buying the product. In this video, I will show you the top 5 best PC gaming controllers of 2024. After extensive research and testing, I've made this list. But the issue is that a gaming controller might work great for one person, but might not be the best for you, because most PC gaming controllers are not made with the same people in mind, which is why I made sure to include options for all types of situations. So regardless of what you're looking for, I'll have the perfect PC gaming controller for you. Links to all products mentioned in the video are in the description below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get started. Number 5. Victrix Pro BFG Wireless Controller. Are you tired of hearing that folks who use a controller can't keep up with the raw power of a mouse and keyboard? Because with the Victrix Pro BFG in your hands, that might not be so plain and simple anymore. This controller is designed with elite performance in mind, and thanks to its amazing modular design, you can tailor it to your exact preferences thanks to the suite of attachments that come in the case. Among them is a taller analog stick for precision aiming, multiple D-pad choices, stick gates, and a fight pad module that gives you 6 face buttons. Like the Thrustmaster eSwap X Pro, the modules can also be flipped around, so the sticks are symmetrical. Besides being comically stripped back, the controller feels pretty lightweight in the hands and has absolutely no rumble or haptic feedback. This is a controller that's bred for getting the best performances out of you in whatever game you play. It has 4 back buttons that are as comfortable as they are useful, as well as a clever tournament lock mode that stops you from pressing the system buttons during competition, which could result in disqualification. During tests, there wasn't a single game we could throw it at and not have a good time with. Although it's got official PlayStation licensing, it works for PC as well. In terms of value for money, this is absolutely one of the best controllers to hit the shelves in recent years, especially when you consider that it's cheaper than its competition in the PS5 controller arena. Number 4. GuliKit KingKong 2 Pro. Want a dependable, enjoyable controller that works with multiple devices? The GuliKit KingKong 2 Pro wireless controller ticks every box and leads the competition on multiple platforms. The KingKong 2 Pro offers an elegant matte black body and glossy silver accents and is also available in white. Material quality is excellent too, with grippy, soft-touch plastics that prove comfortable to handle over long play sessions. The Hall Effect joysticks GuliKit used feel precise and won't ever suffer from stick drift, as input is determined via magnetic fields instead of relying on mechanical resistance. This also eliminates dead zones, resulting in pixel-perfect sensitivity. The layout is based on the Nintendo Switch Pro controller and includes home and screenshot buttons, plus 2 additional face buttons for macros. The Nintendo-style button layout can be swapped to the ABXY Xbox face button layout when connected to a PC. Other features include an autofire button and a macro button that can record and play back up to 10 minutes of key presses. First-person shooter fans might not like the triggers, which feel wooden and don't offer trigger locks or customizable tension. The GuliKit KingKong 2 Pro spans Nintendo Switch, PC, macOS, iOS, and Android compatibility, but it lacks Xbox and PlayStation support. Connecting supported devices is easy, at least thanks to clearly labeled pairing buttons with bright LEDs that indicate pairing status, and you can switch between 4 paired devices. The controller offers a robust 25 hours of battery life, and wired use over USB is also an option. The GuliKit KingKong 2 Pro is our go-to wireless controller choice for Nintendo, PC, Mac, and mobile gamers. Number 3. Xbox Core Wireless Controller. The original Xbox One wireless controller was a staple for PC gaming. With the release of the Xbox Series SX, we were all curious to see how Xbox improved on an already outstanding gamepad. This controller retains many of the features we loved about the original. It maintains the overall comfortable design and includes texturized rubber grips that provide a great feel in your hands. Similar to its predecessor, it boasts a vastly superior D-pad that you won't hesitate to use in fighting games and platformers, taking inspiration from the Xbox One Elite series controllers. You might have noticed a new button in the controller's center, a much-requested share button that allows you to capture screenshots and gameplay footage without delving too much into the menus. However, honestly, that's a minor aspect when it comes to PC gaming. We capitalize wireless for a reason. Not because the word is a proper noun per se, but because the Xbox wireless controller leverages Microsoft's wireless protocol called Xbox Wireless. Though the name could benefit from some creative refinement, you can find comfort in the fact that, since 2016, the Xbox wireless controller offers much-needed Bluetooth compatibility as well. On PC, if you don't have Bluetooth, you'll need to purchase a Microsoft wireless dongle separately to enable your machine to connect to the fast non-Bluetooth protocol. However, the standard Xbox wireless pad is such a well-made and reasonably priced piece of hardware that it's challenging to see how other manufacturers can possibly compete with Microsoft's exceptional controller. It will continue to be on our recommended list for a long time to come. Number 2. Scuf Instinct Pro. Scuf doesn't mess around with its controllers, offering some of the best premium pads outside of Sony and Microsoft. And the Instinct Pro is the absolute best Microsoft-focused pad controller should you wish to eschew the too big boy of the console world. But when the Elite Series 2 exists in the world, how does anyone else compete in the enthusiast controller space? There are more customization options on offer with the Instinct Pro than with pretty much any other pad you could name. Scuf is offering a huge variety of different cosmetic and physical customization options from the initial store page. The faceplate options and the rings around the thumbsticks are the most obvious, but you also get to pick your choice of actual thumbsticks in terms of length and topper. There are also options to change the D-pad, button facades, as well as the styling of both the bumpers and the triggers. Interestingly, there is also the option to remove the rumble motors from inside the controller, which is something you'll often find the pros end up removing from their tournament controllers, to cut down on the inherent distraction of hand wobble. Scuf has at least acknowledged there's little point trying to one-up Microsoft when it comes to the overall design of the Instinct Pro because it looks physically identical to a standard Xbox Series XS controller. Obviously, aside from the faceplate, rings, and mute button on the front. The thumbsticks are reassuringly solid and responsive during a gaming session. Hammering the sticks with quick switches of direction in a Twitch game hasn't had an impact on the pad, and they still feel smooth and accurate when you're in something less fast-paced. The triggers have a pleasing action too, maybe not quite so deep as the Elite, but still just as accurate. The rest of the button feel is robust and reassuringly clicky too, though I would say the hair trigger mode feels a little too shallow for my tastes. But I can see where some folk might prefer it, so I'm not going to count that as anything more than a personal choice, not a negative. The Scuf Instinct Pro requires AA batteries like standard Xbox pads, unlike the Elite, which houses a lithium-ion battery. The ability to swap in a fresh pair of batteries mid-tournament is potentially a selling point, and lithium-ion batteries are meant to have a finite shelf life. Though it's not something I've ever experienced with my Elite pad in the past few years of use. Either way, it's a fantastic controller that feels great in the hand and is as responsive as you could wish for. It's just painfully pricey with all my chosen greebles. Number 1. Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2. If you use the Microsoft Elite Series 2 controller for more than 10 minutes, you'll understand why we have it at the number 1 spot. Everything about the Series 2 screams luxury. The near-endless customization options give you an unparalleled level of control over your gameplay. Being able to tweak all aspects of the controller, like D-pads, shift paddles, and joystick tension, is an absolute godsend. The most significant changes in the Series 2 over the Series 1 include a neat little carrying case that doubles as a portable USB Type-C powered charging station for the controller's new rechargeable battery, which has around 40 hours of juice. Finally, with Project xCloud and Apple Arcade bringing some great games to mobile devices, you can easily pair the Series 2 controller via Bluetooth. It comes with a bunch of custom bits, 6 thumbsticks, 2 D-pads, 4 rear pedals, and 1 tool for adjustable thumbstick tension. The Series 1's surprising lack of Bluetooth is something that drew major criticism, but thanks to the Series 2 adopting Bluetooth, you now have a market-leading PC controller and something that'll pair with a phone to play the Apple Arcade offerings or mess around Xbox streaming. It makes the controller that much more versatile, which is essential given the high price of admission. The returning hair trigger locks are still among my favorite things about Elite. For those who haven't used them, they control how far you need to pull the trigger, so there's no wasted effort or time in competitive shooters where milliseconds matter. The 4 additional back paddles are a neat feature too and can make for some interesting controller layouts. Never want to take your thumbs off of the thumbsticks? Simply assign the face buttons to the back paddles and you're good to go. In fact, the extreme flexibility of the Series 2 has the additional benefit of making the controller highly accessible, meaning that more people can use it to play PC games. Some people might find the more hefty controller a bit jarring at first since it's heavier than the standard Xbox One controller by a few ounces. And while it's nice to swap out the standard D-pad, both the cross and faceted alternative D-pads take some getting used to, especially in fighting games like Dragon Ball FighterZ or Mortal Kombat 11. Spending $160 for a controller is a tough sell for most people. That's nearly 4 times the price of an Xbox One controller. But if you're a serious gamer who values performance and extreme levels of customization, Series 2 is a no-brainer and worth every penny. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. It's free. Let us know in the comments down below which best PC gaming controller you're going to choose. If you have any questions related to the products we listed here, leave a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.